of God which can save us all.
Grace and peace, KPCM family. I pray and hope that the Lord has been good and gracious to you and your families, especially this past weekend. The Lord's definitely been good to me here, and it's been great settling back into the thick of things. And during my time here, I figured that one of the ways that I serve all of you is by just giving you a quick word of the day on Mondays, and just as a way to encourage you and empower you. And so today, just wanted to share with you from Galatians chapter 1, verses 10, which says, "For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Or am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ." And so, brothers and sisters, as you start this week, be reminded that we do not seek the approval of man. We do not seek the approval of others, because we already have the approval of God in Christ. And so we don't need to live for other people's approvals. We don't need to live for achievements or accomplishments or ranks or status or privileges, because in Christ, we have all of that already. And so do not fear or give in to peer pressure or the fear of man. Do not be reluctant to make difficult decisions if you know that they are moral and Christ-like. But I want to encourage you, I want to challenge you to live this week, in knowing that you have God's approval in Christ, so you do not need to seek the approval of man or others, your peers, your friends, even family. And so continue to live a life that is pleasing to Christ, not because you're trying to get something from him, but because you've been given everything in him. And so I challenge you, I encourage you, and I'll continue to pray for you, brothers and sisters. So continue to do great things for the Lord.
Nothing in creation could ever separate us from the love of God in Christ Jesus who saved us. In chapter 9, we see God is sovereign in his mercy. His dealings with Israel shows he's working out his purposes. By the end of 11, it's Jew and Gentile together, united in Christ.